Hello, friends. Totally not late because we've been chatting and didn't check the time. It's only a minute. It's fine.
Fine.
Hello. I say as if we weren't all just chatting on the Troublemaker stream a couple hours ago.
Yup.
Do y'all want to introduce yourselves anyway, even though everyone knows who everyone else is?
Sure. Why not? I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a variety of content ranging from writing and D&D and gameplay. Except for I haven't made anything this week, and I'm not making anything this week because screw it. And I write vampires, and I'm very tired and cold.
I am Nikki from Agul Creates, and I make vlogs, and I paint and write.
And I'm Caitlin Ash. My channel is A Barista's Writing Journey. Currently, I'm doing weekly live streams every Tuesday until the end of Nano, and I'm sometimes doing writing vlogs. We'll see. I might get one up today. I might.
Good luck with that. I am Danny. You are on my channel, so I assume you know who I am, but I will be streaming this weekend with a variety of friends to keep from going insane while I am home alone. I had a video go out today, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It is my TBR video for the Vox Machina-thon, which is a readathon that I am hosting along with some friends, including Crystal here, in December, and the prompts are really cool, so check them out. And we have many comments to go through because our friends are insane and came here very early, like Katie, who was here at 12:43.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
And then Lexi showed up. And then we're going to see who is the next in the pattern. And then Caitlin showed up. And then I showed up.
Oh.
And then apparently Devasha was there for 79 minutes, but in another tab. And then Elena an hour early. I found a channel called Simply Timers because one of the timers came up in my recommended videos, and I looked and they literally just have hundreds of videos of just any kind of timer you could think of.
Nice.
Oh goodness.
That was just really funny. Laura showed up. Hello.
Hi.
Lexi says, okay, I think I'm going to do it. I think this is finally the stream where I'm going to start writing. And I'm happy for her because this is definitely not the stream where I'm going to start writing. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you today? Wallace is here. Lexi says, meet me. Hello, Anya. Yes, Caitlin has the most fabulous mermaid hair ever.
Yup.
And I actually washed it, so it's curly.
Ooh. Anna is here, and so is Michael and Genevieve. So many people. Crystal with the best energy as usual.
I have best nap energy. This is solid nap energy.
And Violet is here. Genevieve says, love all these streams since I can't do my own. Well, you are always welcome in the chat. There's a million streams happening all the time, so.
Y'all are insane.
And Sasha is here. Hello.
Hi.
So we got a good gang here. Lots of friends. So I'm not writing. I'm gonna be beta reading because I don't want to work on my own story, but I want to feel like I'm doing something. So what y'all got going on?
I might watch Critical Role. I might play Animal Crossing. I might read something. I'm probably not writing because my brain is mushed. I peopled for like 20 minutes, and that was enough to kill my brain.
I'm going to be doing... I have like 10 or 15 pages left of the read-through of last year's Nano manuscript, so I'm going to be doing that. And then working on editing the vlog of that. So
Nice. I think I'm going to try to write in Project Appalachia and see where I get.
Good luck with that. We'll send all of our brain power to you because you would need it for words. It won't be much, but
Many things.
oh god, comments. Yeah. Wait, first I want to say hello, Kiffy. I forgot. I saw your comment pop up and then I didn't click on it.
It is.
Sasha says, "Love the hair, Caitlin." And it's Nikki. Is this your first stream?
It is.
Woo!
Yay! One of us. One of us.
I am obsessed with the new update. I finally finished getting all of the NPCs on Harv's Island. And today, Katrina told me that I was going to have bad luck with my health. So that was a good start to my day.
Wow. I am afraid of her. She said
Yeah.
I was going to have bad luck or good luck, and then I got stung by 4 wasps in the game. And
Oh,
so I'm
no.
like, the lying cat.
Just take your net out and catch them.
I was close enough to the tree where when I clicked the button, instead of throwing the net, it shook the tree again.
Ooh, that's bad. Been there.
Oh.
I'm collecting all the gyroids. Is that how you pronounce them?
Gyroids?
Yeah, maybe gyroids. I don't know. My wall in my house is full of them.
Yup.
I don't like them. They scare me.
Oh no!
I've never played any of the old games, so I don't have any of the nostalgia with them or anything.
Oh, I don't either.
But like, I don't know. Just the fact they just suddenly move because I don't play with my sound on.
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah.
they just look
Oh, yeah,
like
no,
they're
that's
twitching.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That would be creepy to just see them twitch.
Yeah, it's so weird.
They're going to go in my music room once I get my house big enough to have a music room.
Nice.
I've been looking to find Animal Crossing for cheap because I've been feeling FOMO with all of you guys playing it. And I'm like, I have a Switch. I just have to actually buy the game.
Oh,
And
no.
then we should, and then we can have a virtual hangout in the game.
Yeah.
Because we're all in various states and countries that can't actually meet up. Then Anna is congratulating Crystal on the interview, and
Oh.
definitely a nap is well deserved. So
Uh-huh. That was a lot.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wallace will also be beta reading. Violet is doing Taylor Swift and Chill.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
so valid.
I've only
I
listened
forgot
to
that
2.
came out.
I need to listen to it. Maybe I'll do that instead.
Crystal is definitely the coziest mood right now.
I feel very professional, said not me.
Genevieve says trying not to push Caitlin to finish her book so that you can finally read it.
I mean,
Well, which one? Because I mean, one of them I'm waiting on beta feedback, and then I'm gonna give it a break, like
I'll
for
get
like
there.
2 months.
I will get there. I am sorry. I'm doing my best.
To be fair, only 1 person out of 7 has finished it so far. So
I will not be last. I'm determined to finish it this weekend. They are little rainbows, but they're only shades of blue. So they're cute. I got this at the thrift store that I used to work at, and it was only $6. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm gonna buy that. It's a little bit small, so like my wrists are showing, but it's fine. Lexi says, I have a manuscript I should be reading, but I'm going to devote my time to my own manuscript today. God damn it.
fair enough.
You deserve that. Nikki, it's so nice to see you on a stream. I'm going to try one next week. It feels so intimidating, but also fun.
It does. It totally does, but it's fine. Having a little chat before was really helpful.
Anya will be listening to music, chilling, and maybe writing if the kids let her. Valid. The cat hasn't screamed at me in quite a while, so wonder what's going on with her. She's been out in the living room. Lexi played New Leaf, and so she loves the gyroids. They're way cuter. That's fair. That some of them are pretty cute, and then you get like the one that I got kind of just looks like a trash can. So like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Yeah, they're funky. They're really funky looking.
Yes, we support Lexi on her live stream adventures. And
Yep.
It'll
Congrats to
be
Nikki.
my Tuesday live stream next Tuesday is when Lexi's.
What
going
time is
on.
that at?
I already forgot. I have it written down. 12 p.m. Eastern.
Totally not.
There.
I might be able to come by the chat for a couple minutes before I go to work. So, Lexi says, what I love about this update is the glowing moss and plumeria and vines. Super awesome for making my island more tropical and jungly. I agree. The glowing moss and all those items, top tier. We do need an Animal Crossing channel in the Discord. I think we tried to get Wallace to add one once, and then she didn't, and we just never brought the topic up again.
I think that's what the animal husbandry channel ended up, because that was like the next day. It's like, we should do an Animal Crossing, and then there was pets, and I'm like, oh, I'm still here for pets.
It can be both.
Laura has been so wrapped up in drafting, she's been neglecting beta reading. That's fair. I love how like the past couple of like 2 months or so, everyone's been like, yeah, beta reading. Everyone's doing it. We've all got our stories out to other people, and then everyone's just stagnant on it. My one friend, I got an email saying that she commented on my one on the document that I sent her, and I'm like, no. I don't want to know people are actually reading this. Don't tell me.
Yep. I refer to it as stalking from the bushes, and I promised Violet I would turn it off.
Is that where you can like how Laura's been seeing people reading?
Yeah, because it's like if you make a comment or make an edit, Google will email you to the email address attached. Be like, this person has made a comment. View this comment.
I kind of snoop that way.
That's why I call it stalking from the bushes, because I have one of my beta readers is a teacher, and she just goes like out of my way, and I'm watching email. I'm like, I don't know if I should be watching right now, but also,
wait, Caitlin, do you get the emails?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry. Now I'm just thinking about all the dumb comments I've been making. Like the last one that I just made, it just says OMG.
No, I'm so entertained by comments like that though. Like I want your responses in that way.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would be very entertaining.
I think it was funny when Marta specifically, just her reactions towards the ending when there was like some character deaths. She was like, Caitlin, if you kill this person.
Caitlin, what?
I'm not gonna say anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Genevieve wants any of your stories. Do you have any published work that you read in the meantime?
Not published, but my one-act play is on YouTube, not on this channel, but it is somewhere, and I will find the link for it.
If you send the link in the private chat, I can send it in the thing, because I'm stupid and forgot to change the moderators again. So y'all can't. Well, Crystal could also send the link if she so desires, but
that would require moving my hands from my cocoon.
Yeah, that's too much.
That is fair.
I don't wanna. I'm comfy. Yeah. I have a published thing. I say that so loosely because it should never see the light of day, and yeah, it's hyper cringe. Hyper cringe.
Don't we all think our stuff is hyper cringe?
I published it when I was 18.
Ooh.
It's hyper cringe.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have a couple of poems published in anthologies from when I was in high school, and I'm like, maybe not look at those again.
Ooh. That's why I'm not going back to the name I have the other thing published under. That way it's just no.
Lost in the void.
I'm not the same person, and Amazon is the only place you can find it, and you have to pretty much know what you're looking for. So as long as I don't say it, good.
Hey, Crystal, send me the link.
No.
I'm not gonna get it. I just want to look at it. I just want to know it's there.
Fair.
Yes, Lexi, it was the Crumploid. Whatever that. I have to try and find a picture of this. Hold on, because this thing is so awful. I looked up Crumploid, and the very first thing to pop up is an article that says Animal Crossing's ugliest gyroid.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Is it the one that looks like the wicker basket?
It's hold on. How do I share my screen? I just did this yesterday.
You do it, I believe in you.
It's this thing. What is this? What?
Oh.
Thing?
It looks like a little. It looks like a toddler's paper mache gone wrong.
Yeah.
I just saw a meme using this as dried up SpongeBob in the scene where he goes to Sandy's house for the first time.
Oh my
Yeah. So that was my first gyroid, and I'm like, I guess.
I just got the one with like the weird, like awkward heart face, and I'm just like, what the hell am I staring
It's
at?
Picasso inspired.
I want the one that looks like Brewster. I think it's so funny.
Yes.
Brewster gave me a recipe yesterday, and it's to make cookies, and the cookies are shaped like he is.
I haven't made them yet.
It's so cute.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
Elaine, 100% check out the update. There's so many new items and features, and I'm obsessed. Thank you, Wallace, for listening to the people.
I was joking. I don't actually know the origin of the animal husbandry chat.
It's come in handy regardless of where it came from. There are cute animals.
I apologize if there's no background noise. The laptop is, the fans are going real hard. It's trying its best. This thing is ancient. But Laura says, I love seeing the comment emails. It's a great way to snoop and start incorporating notes early. That's fair.
Yep. I've made a few of those. I've made a few notes. Like, yep, this is a thing.
Lexi, low-key, high-key, hates editing / commenting that way because so anxious about the author reading them as she makes them. That's me. Yeah, Caitlin. Stop spoiling. And if you're gonna spoil, do it right.
Spoil tags and things.
Oh, making notes on a separate document, smart. Wallace has a journal where she keeps all the beta work so they can't peep beforehand. Sometimes a thought becomes irrelevant as the story progresses. See, if that happens, I just make a new comment being like, LOL, ignore the previous thing I said. No, the best though was when I was beta reading for Katie Ann, and I'm like, damn, I really wish this thing would happen. And then like 3 chapters later, that exact thing would happen, and I was like, no!
One mind, 2 writers.
Katie and I are the same person.
That makes sense. Wait.
Yes, Caitlin, we're desperate for your stuff.
I'm just
Honestly,
too much
I
of
just
a
wanna read
perfectionist.
Mood.
I want to read everything that anybody has ever talked about. Even if someone's just like, yeah, I've got this plot buddy that I'm dabbling with. I'm like, let me read it now. I don't care if it's just ideas. Caitlin dropping bombs like it's no big deal. I didn't know there'd be character death. So Katie Ann has returned from the traumatic trip to the paint store. How was it traumatic? What happened?
Paint.
I like how I paused as if she could respond. Crumploid. I do not. A fire hydrant zombie thing. Oh yeah, there's different colors. So like that one was green, but the one that I have is like, I think it's like a weird shade of pink. It's just not a good time.
It's like I think apparently there's like 32 varieties plus the colors will make it like around 100.
Oh my gosh, that's too many.
I was watching a YouTube video on it last night. I think that's the numbers are right. I'm not sure. It's weird.
We can try to remember love. Is it as good as Caitlin's story?
Oh yeah.
That one was wild.
Me, there is no Jod.
I do want to make a TikTok of that story.
You should.
Because I feel like that story is gonna like.
You're gonna do the accent.
I don't
Accent.
think I'm an Eastern European.
Shame on you.
That was
She picked up the baby. That's not the kind of thing you can make up. Like that's the
No,
only
like-
that's only gonna happen in real life.
No, and I was like
Audacity.
about to leave too, and then because I'm manager, one of the employees that were working was like, "Hey, Caitlin, can you deal with this lady? I don't want to go out there and like bug her because of the Starbucks cup." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'll deal with it." And then
I have had those type of customers before. They're not fun. I'm pretty sure they escaped some sort of institution.
Right.
I'm like, what's happening in your life that you became so aggressive just from me being nice to you? Like,
Wallace says it takes her upwards of 2 months to beta read. Can't always remember what comments I've left in the past. I'm the exact opposite, except in this case, because I had a lot going on the end of October. It's fine. Like, Caitlin sent me the first section, and I think I got it back to her the next day. And then, like, I did all of section 2 yesterday. We do all of section 3 today. I am fast with this if I actually do it. It's just that I can't bring myself to do it half the time.
Feel that very much.
I'm gonna
Oh,
blame
yeah.
my job. It's fine. Katie says it is not as good as Caitlin's story. Just fumbled with the paint trays, dropped them very loudly, and accidentally started playing music on her phone. And couldn't turn it off.
That sounds like a Rube Goldberg for sure.
And the guy was just staring at her the whole time, and she's like, "Please, sir, stop pursuing me."
Yes.
Wait, but what are you getting paint for? What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm intrigued. Katie, you should have started shouting at him that he should have been ashamed of himself. Get
Throw
a
that
fake
energy
baby
back
for
and
it. What Lexi's doing in her internship is basically beta reading, except you have to do it in a week. That's fair.
Wow.
Just have someone else. Maybe
If I
not,
still
Sasha.
had my cat, that
Sasha,
Cat
maybe not
escalated.
do that.
Oh.
Depending on the circumstance, Lexi be like, "Hey, this is not good. Simply not finishing it."
Mm.
That's fair. Can you imagine if Katie just grabbed someone's baby? She's so confused that I would have been the lady in the story.
Oh gosh.
Random stranger approaching Caitlin 20 years from now. I'm the baby.
Oh no.
My mom told stories about you all every night growing up, so I'd remember you.
Katie's dad is painting the dining room. He's on a kick where he wants to paint everything. Valid. I wish I could paint here, but sadly it is an apartment. The best I can do is stick up random Dollar Tree art prints. So
They look nice though.
I do. I'm very happy with how it's all turned out. I have this thing that it's stuck. It's a giant sticker of like a world map.
Oh, that's so
And I'm
cool.
gonna put it somewhere. I just don't know where. It's just been sitting in the corner of my desk behind my monitor for like 3 weeks. Thank you, Katie. Do y'all wanna sprint? Maybe get stuff done?
Maybe.
Sure. Maybe.
How long?
Air quotes.
I have my playlist pulled up, so just tell me a time and I'll pick one.
20 or 25.
It is social hour, but it's also sprint hour because we'll be streaming for about 2 hours. I guess. That's how it usually goes.
Even if we do like one, that way we said we did sprint.
Yeah, we gotta do at least one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, let's see. Oh look, latte art. That works.
Yay.
I just scrolled until I could see one that said 20 or 25, and it was the first one I saw.
Nice.
I love this timer.
It is. It's so
amazing.
nice. And it won't startle us with a really loud sound at the end
I'm sorry.
because I have YouTube muted on this computer.
Yay.
I know, I always have to like turn it down, and if I forget to turn it down.
The rat is here. I was wondering where the rat was. See you in 25 minutes, I guess. we've reached the end of the sprint. I almost said stream. That's not correct.
Nope. Bad pause. Stop. It's fine.
You all right?
Yeah, I was trying to pause it. I was watching it. It wasn't happening. I kept missing it by an inch, apparently.
That's fair. What'd you do? You had 25 minutes to do stuff.
I fished a whole bunch of fish and then bought a laptop because apparently they're selling they're selling laptops on my island. And if you turn it on, it's a Windows laptop, and I had a deal.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks like Windows XP. No, maybe it was a thing, and I'm like, oh, neat.
I got 259 words, and then my cat somehow got in here even though the door was shut. Yeah. Sneaky.
I finished my read through of last year's manuscript, so now I have to start figuring out a list of all the stuff that needs to change and all of that.
That's fair. I read through, oh gosh, 11 pages? 12? Something like that.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy my comments because I don't even know what they are anymore.
I felt the vibration of the email, but I haven't checked it yet.
And we were joined by the white cat. Hello.
Hello.
I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. What's up? What you doing today? Lexi wrote 200 words. That's pretty dang good.
Yay!
Don't you frowny face here. That's good.
All words are good words.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth got 769 words.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yay.
I don't know how you did that, but good job.
Magic.
Hello, Nino. We are happy to have you here. Glad you got words written. So it turns out StreamYard does post from my YouTube. So I don't know when that changed because it didn't do it the last time I tried. But this is the link to Caitlin's play.
That's the very first version of the play. It's been edited since, but this is the only video version of it.
It's fair. Katie Ann worked on character backstory and wrote a bit of a snippet of a scene that's been in her head for days. A bit of a snippet of a scene.
That's a good sentence.
That's like, how long is a bit of a snippet of a scene? Is that like 30 words? Like, that seems very short. Elaine got 160 words and started chapter 7. Nice.
Yay.
The White Cat is working on a fanfic as a short distraction from the Nano Project. What fandom you writing for? Because we here are big fans of fanfiction.
Mhm.
So let us know if you're comfortable. I know not everyone is comfortable sharing the kind of stuff that they write, and that's fine. Sasha planned out more of her outline and did math, collective ew, to determine the word count for each chapter. That's fair. Devesha got a Hot Pocket and a salad for second lunch, and that just reminded me that I have Hot Pockets in the freezer, so I'm thinking that'll be dinner tonight. I never go in the freezer, so I never have any idea what we have. So, but I do remember buying Hot Pockets on the last grocery trip. Katie Ann says it's a bit of dialogue / a character mic drop I thought of. That's fun.
That is valid.
Lexi says some emotional stuff recently happened with my mom, and it's like giving me so much fuel for the story. One of my characters is very clearly an insert of my mom. That is a mood.
Aww.
I feel that.
It'll probably help out though, emotionally.
Writing is therapy.
100%.
Which brings up a question. Oh,
We have
what is,
dun dun dun.
what is the question, Lexi? Oh, it's already there. Well, first, Sasha approves of second lunch. I think we all do.
Yes. Let's face it, we're all
Alexis,
food people.
do you ever include real life people in your stories? Are you concerned about them ever reading your story?
Oh, yes. And and I have a story attached to the yes, because I definitely put reference to the important people, and I feel like it's a thing. And there's one particular time I did it, which is now. It's a passing reference to a teacher that my character has because she's just finishing high school, and it's like, yeah, are you in like Jackman's class? And then one of my beta readers is she read it. She's the one working on it. And I get the email going, "Hey, I like your reference." Smiley face. It's like,
That's cute.
yeah,
It is sweet.
and then I needed a character that was like super helpful but kind of matronly, and I ended up the only kind of character I could, every time I thought about it, I thought of my grandma. So she is also in there.
I think I pick and choose aspects. I think if some people who I have put parts of their their selves, I think they would see it, but I don't think I care. Because if they didn't want to see themselves, then they wouldn't be that way.
Mm. I don't think I actually include like individual people, but I did notice that I kind of tend to have my main characters have single parents, and I grew up with a single parent. And then, like, looking back on all of my projects, all my main characters, like, their parents are not together. I don't know if that counts as like a person, but
Are you saying that you don't count as a person?
I don't know. My main characters are never me, though. It's just like I realized I never did that.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think I do it intentionally. There is one thing where I like intentionally pulled a reference specifically from my own life, but it was like this like portal fantasy kind of story that I've been working on literally since I was like 14, and it's like my like deep heart project that one day I'll actually do, but like anytime I go near it, it's like too much. But like in one draft of it, there was a character who was very, very specifically pulled from a person I knew in real life, and it was just like a background character. But like other than that, it's just like unintentionally pulling aspects from the people that I'm close to.
You know what you know.
I feel like either I'll use the name or I'll use the description of the person and then I'll change the name. So it's like I can totally feign ignorance. Like, yeah, no, yeah. That's totally you.
That's fair. The white cat is definitely in the right room. There's an old anime love list. I managed to do some read through of what I wrote. I haven't heard of that one, and I'm very much into anime, so I'll have to check that out. Well, I've only been getting into anime like the past 2-ish years, so. Lexi says, well, what if somebody could tell that they're one of your characters? Because my mom would be able to tell. Just don't let your mom read your story. Life hack.
I feel like I was terrified of, because the other thing has more obvious references, and that terrified me. But I'm like, but there's a blurb in when people put the books together, there's that blurb is any relation to any character is coincidental. And I'm just like, that's gonna be my excuse. Unless someone's okay with it, then I might admit it. But it's there's enough actual like character difference that it's fine. If you don't like it, don't read it.
Anya had people thinking they were characters in her novels when they clearly were not. That's the opposite issue.
Oh God.
That's really funny though.
That's just people that they want to think you're writing about them when you're not.
I did have one person that, because like the other thing originally was like a role play between me and a bunch of friends. So that's their character stayed. And I told one of the people that, and she started trying to dictate what I should do for her character. And that became super awkward. Not friends anymore. It was too much.
Yeah, that's fair. Nina says, the story I am writing, yes, this idea was inspired by a friendship that ended this year, so one character is based on that friend. It would be quite awkward if she read the first draft. I can imagine so. Devesha says, what? Are you good?
That's such a good way to deal with that, though.
Yeah. Like I said, writing is therapy, but also if you need it, go to real therapy.
Yeah.
because
Real
it's
therapy
important.
also good. We stand for real therapy.
Yeah. Devesha says she doesn't think she does. She writes to get away from people in her life.
That's it.
Also valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Anya has some father-daughter stuff in her novel, but her dad never read it. Maybe that his non-support is the reason she had to work through stuff in the first place.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Elaine, don't/haven't. No one I know has fit into her stories via characters. Yeah, no, that's fair. I just sometimes I'll like start creating a character and I'll give them a quirk and I'll be like, oh, that's definitely like this person I know. Devesha does the opposite of Caitlin, where she writes her MCs from two-parent households, which she can't relate to, but likes making both parents realistically flawed. Sasha says, my friends and family are always inspo for characters. My first manuscript is a love letter to my family. My second manuscript, a little less love. Balance. That's really cute, though. I do that in, like, poetry. Like, I've definitely written poems specifically for certain people.
Yeah.
But, like, not stories. Like, when people have, like, their dedications be like, this story is for this one specific person, like, I don't know, I wrote it for me.
Yeah.
The difficult thing, y'all, is like, what if this book gets published? That's true.
She's not allowed to go to any bookstore.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's what pen names are for.
Yeah, just don't tell her.
yeah. It's like you think this is you, but it's not. Like you just feign as much ignorance as your heart will allow.
A little less love. Yeah, that was funny. The white cat hasn't, but I think I had replicated people's responses or just certain traits into my writing sometimes. Katie Ann says, I don't think I put people I know in my novels, not anymore, mostly because I don't want to deal with that exact thing. Used to write paranormal books, and I self-inserted myself into characters that were essentially the popular crowd in middle school. Iconic.
I mean,
I kind of wrote in like a quote that I have said before to someone into one of my projects that I like didn't do it on purpose, and then all of a sudden I started writing it and I was like, oh, I've definitely said this to someone before, but it was like my character saying it to someone else.
That's fair.
I will admit that as much as like right now with the current work in progress with Project Incarnate, like I'm not scared because it's all vague. I am actually really terrified for if I ever do the prequel, because I have this moment where there's one particular character who is the mother of the main character of the prequel just eats it because there's this big plot thing that happens, and I'm terrified that my mother's going to read it and think that this was my excuse to murder her. And like, yeah, so that part I'm terrified. That part terrifies me.
Yeah, no, I can see why.
I made the mistake in a high school story where it was like, yeah, no, this mother character, like this one kid, I wrote an orphan story, and my mom thought I hated her because my character in my story did not have parents.
See, this is why my family just won't ever read my stuff.
Yeah.
They don't even know I do this whole author tube thing. Nope, they're not gonna know.
My mom comments on my stuff sometimes.
Well, I told Danny about it, but the latest video that like literally we were talking about how if my mom doesn't give enough of a shit, right?
Mm.
And I'm like, I'm always going to be terrified at the time she decides to comment on my videos because there's one video I made that tears apart her favorite show. I just don't talk about the name of the show. I'm like, if she ever reads my videos, I'm dead. And 2 hours later, after the conversation we had, I got the email saying you have had a comment. I'm like, that's my mom. Okay, please just read that one. Please just watch that one video. Just that one. Don't look at the others. Just don't.
So I assume she hasn't commented on any other ones since then?
Thank God, no. I have not heard from her other than that one comment. And I'm just like, oh, I still have to make that other video that is going to go more in deep to the things I hate. It's going to be a thing.
Girl boss gaslight gatekeeper away from your story.
Yes.
My
I'm
mom
so-
and oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
My mom and I actually outlined my ghost story together 2 years ago for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah, and now she bugs me about reading it, and I won't let her. She's mad.
That's much better than what I was going to say. I was just going to say I'm mad that none of my flatmates or whatever you want to call them, the dudes that I live with, like they just don't know the phrase gaslight gatekeep girl boss. And I'm so mad about it because one of them has one of those like little light boxes where you can put the letters, and I'm like, oh, put gaslight gatekeep girl boss, and they're like, what are you talking about? So it just says rat.
Oh goodness!
All right.
So Violet's in your house then.
No, it's because we call the hamster rat.
Oh,
We have a hamster, and we never gave her a name, and so we either call her Hamp or we call her Rat.
that's so cute, though.
That's adorable.
Can you imagine all the amazing stories that would be written if we weren't all worried about our friends and family reading our stuff?
Oof.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I mean, I have some poetry written about certain people that I'm like, nope, no one's allowed to know.
I have a short story which I deem the therapy story. And if there would, and it's about certain people, and if certain people were to read it, I would require a lot of alcohol to get through the fight that would be caused by reading the story.
Yeah.
These are girl bosses. They are gatekeeping. They are slay queen. Oh my god, Lexi.
Yes.
Can't. I'm too tired for this. My face already hurts from laughing. It is very cool that you outlined your story with your mom.
Yeah, she's great sometimes.
Katie's mother wants to start a cozy mystery pen name with her. It'll work because she comes up with the plots and then I write it. That's
I love
really
that.
cool.
That sounds cute.
Mm-hmm. Cozy mysteries are like a niche that I'm not into yet, but I know the second I start reading them, I'm going to fall in love with them. I mean, yeah. I like how OMJ has stuck. I wonder how long that's going to last.
I mean, with this crew,
A while.
Well, it'll definitely last throughout the weekend because of all of the streams going on. Like, we'll get it to like at least maybe like Tuesday with Caitlin's stream. But like after that,
I don't even
Not
know what was
sure.
going on. I came into like the tail end of what was going on, but I think I follow.
Jod is eternal.
Yes.
Speaking of, I still can't stop thinking about Harry Styles in Eternals, and I haven't even seen the movie.
Oh gosh.
Every now and then, I just remember he's in it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. I still have to see Eternals and the other one. And there's another one coming out in January, which I am totally excited for.
What's that one?
Which one's in
Morbius.
January?
More.
Morbius. Yeah, I'm saying it right.
What is that?
It's It's a vampire Marvel movie
Oh.
about a doctor who becomes a vampire.
Dude.
What?
You know, vampires are my thing.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're rebooting Blade.
Oh, really? I love Blade.
They've already got an actor cast for him and everything.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh no!
But I know he exists.
Gonna
I
have to
don't know
Google that,
actor
'cause now
names.
And I watched the trailer for the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson this
Oh
morning too.
God! I don't know how I feel about the fact that movie exists.
We'll see, I
Ooh.
guess.
I'm gonna do my best to pronounce this, but the actor in the Blade reboot is Mahershala Ali. I've never seen that name before, but good for him. Excited for that. Blade is a classic.
Oh, he fits the part so well. I googled it and now I'm looking at his face.
Somebody share the screen because I don't want. I mean, I guess I could take my hands out and look. but-
Katie's going to see the Eternals, I assume, on Monday. The thirst traps.
Oh,
First of all, you spelled my name wrong, Sasha.
that's the friend.
That's it. There's only one. I don't know why I said first of all. Goodbye, Michael. Try and pop in later to support you. I'm sorry our streams overlapped. I didn't think of that. My bad.
Whoopsie.
See, if I ever do this on my own, I need everyone's schedules.
I feel like NaNoWriMo, like during November, it's just you're always gonna be in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a free for all.
I mean, there's the one day where it was like we were streaming, and then I had Pages and Paladin stream on my other monitor, and I just kept hanging out on their sprint while we were sprinting because who needs to work?
Right. This is for hanging out. This isn't for doing things.
Yeah, we covered this.
Apparently, this actor was in Moonlight, which I haven't seen because I'm trash
Wait.
at seeing movies in a timely manner.
Oh yeah, Moonlight the
Who
movie.
was in or Moonlight? Because I'm thinking like the TV show Moonlight with that vampire detective.
No, the movie.
Somebody else knows what it
'Cause
is.
it was like I think it like won the Academy Award for Best Picture or something.
Oh, Moonlight. Oh wait, the one with the
Nice.
like 3 different timelines, and it's like 3 different actors playing the same guy.
I guess.
I haven't seen the movie. The TV show I watch at least a couple times a year because it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and I have a problem. And I want the guy who plays the Joseph Costin character to be my best friend because he's so cool. Okay, that's it.
That show's a good show for people who are into multiple genders because
Oh yes, I was correct. It was Best Picture. I only know that because my parents do a thing every year where once the Academy Award nominees are released, they try to watch they do watch all of the nominees for Best Picture, and then they try to watch anything that's got a nomination, but they don't usually get through all of them. But I remember they were not a fan of Moonlight.
But I'm thinking, wasn't that the year where it was a big meme where they announced the wrong one and Moonlight actually won
I
Best
think
Picture?
it was La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah, another
Oh,
movie
yeah,
I
I heard
haven't
about
seen and
that.
won't see. Beautiful soundtrack. I'll have to check it out. I do really like movie soundtracks. Yeah, click please. LGBTQ plus and gorgeous. I'm picturing the cover in my head right now. Cover? Poster. Talking about a movie. I know the poster's really pretty because it's like purple and blue.
Cover works. DVDs have covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with it.
It's a thing now, even if it wasn't, it still is.
La La Land. Moonlight was superior to La La Land, so I was very happy about it winning. I remember seeing in an interview, the writer of La La Land was talking about how hard it was to get that movie produced, and someone's like, "Ah, yes, a movie about like 2 white people in LA singing. It was so hard to pitch to white people in LA."
Maybe we're done with that.
I do like that it was normalizing like movie musicals, but also it was like everyone was obsessed with La La Land. It's like there are so many other good musicals. They're just not movies. You have to find them.
I like. God,
What?
I was no. I was just I like I didn't watch La La Land, but I listened to the songs because I usually listen to the songs first out of context, then watch the movies.
Yeah.
I didn't bother watching it because the songs were just like.
That's fair. So my sister, I have an older sister who's like a Disney adult, and when Cruella came out and all of the trash was being spoken about it, she texted me and she's just like, I just saw Cruella, you should see it, it's so good. And I'm like, oh my god.
They lost me when they didn't have a Phoenix dress. It's not a spoiler because they didn't do it.
That's fair.
They should have. Or at least at the right time.
Mm.
Yeah. I was mad. Wasted my whole life.
This is almost the exact wording that my boyfriend used when he saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I'm glad that other people feel the same way. Apparently there's a lot of feet. That's like the only detail I got from it.
Oh,
When
isn't
I
it-
watched that, I didn't know it was about like the cult and everything. Like we just kind of like went into it. We're like, okay, cool, old Hollywood. Like, what's going on here? And then it wasn't until like after we watched the movie we looked it up and we're like, oh, it makes sense now.
Is that Quentin Tarantino or am I making that up?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I didn't want to say it and be wrong, but then I'm like, no, I have to know. Which is why there's a lot of feet in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino scares me. He, like, even just like looking at him, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just a strange man. But apparently Cruella has a great soundtrack, so that's good to know. But I mean, it's Disney. Disney always has great soundtracks, even if the movies aren't that good.
Mm.
You know what I want to see made into a movie musical? First, Hadestown, because Hadestown is just epic and amazing. But also, Bad Out of Hell, which is the musical based on the Meatloaf albums, and no one listens to Meatloaf anymore because he's a rock star from the 80s, and Meatloaf has been one of my favorite musicians since I was like 6 years old, and a 6-year-old should not be listening to Meatloaf, but that is besides the point. But I've been on a Bad Out of Hell kick lately. I want to see that because it's so good.
I too grew up on Meatloaf.
I'm glad.
My
I'm
mom
glad
was-
it wasn't just me.
My mom was obsessed with the Bad Out of Hell album.
I mean, me too, but the food version and not the.
I mean, Food Meatloaf is also good, and we know we
It
stand
is.
for food, and I'm hungry.
Yeah, I didn't eat between
Oh.
the last stream and this one because I'm an idiot. Because I didn't want to get up while the stream was going because my roommate was doing stuff out in the other room, and then he left, and then I'm like, oh, I should probably eat, and then I didn't.
I told myself I was going to get some A&W because it's my absolute favorite restaurant, and that's where the interview was. And I'm just like, I'm going to get a burger on my way home as I leave. I didn't.
And just didn't.
And I
The
regret
nerves
my-
probably made it so you forgot.
I regret my life choices, and now I'm hungry.
He wrote himself into a movie to say the N-word.
Ooh.
Which one?
Did not know that.
Now I have to look up every one of his movies and be like, sorry, guy.
Like, I mean, the fact that Hero of Mine, like, he looks like that creepy guy you see in an alley where you know you need to turn right instead of turn left because left leads you to him. So you go right. That's just like,
Yeah.
no.
He's got the serial killer look.
Yeah.
Another Rock of Ages with a better cast. That'd be
I
pretty
agree.
cool. Sasha says I would do anything for Meatloaf. Question to get to at some point. The point is now. Do you think your current story is suitable for a movie adaptation? And if so, who would you want to direct it?
Oh, God. I don't know directors.
Me neither.
But one of the other people that was looking over the book said that they see it as a movie more than as a book. So sure. But I don't know. Somebody who's really good at, not being lame. I was gonna say like the guy who directed Underworld, and then I'm like, no, there'll be a lot of blue, and we don't want blue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want mine to have that blue tint that all of the Twilight movies have.
I don't know, like all my favorite directors are like horror directors, so I don't know if that
Yeah.
would really go with like my fantasy.
Mm.
Yeah, see, I was gonna think like Dark Castle Pictures, and I'm just like, no, that's a little bit too horror less.
I was just talking to my husband the other day about this kind of, and I think that my Project Appalachia would make a good video game because there's a lot of scenery and there's like caves and stuff, and you could like, I would want the people who make Assassin's Creed to make it though, because the movements would be so necessary, but like later Assassin's Creed movements.
I think that would be really cool to eventually write for like a video game company. That would be a really cool job.
That'd be like my dream right there.
I don't know. I feel like Revelry would make a good like straight to TV movie for like Freeform. That's what I'm thinking, because it's like early college age mystery drama thing. And so I just think if you could get like the right amount of cheesy in there to like balance with the creepiness of it, I think that'd be a fun movie. I don't know about Project Labyrinth. It's like I'm thinking of the books that like kind of inspired this idea, and like I love all of those books, but I can't picture them as movies in my head, and so I can't really picture this book as a movie either. So I don't know. I believe that not everything needs to be an adaptation. So
That
is also true. I am totally okay with books staying books, movies staying movies, and everything in between, but also money.
Yeah. That's fair.
I actually think I like the video game idea first, like, more than the movie.
Yeah.
Or TV series.
I think it's also like the video game concept is cool because like a world that you created, you'd be able to interact
It'd be so
with
fun.
your world.
I would love that.
Oh, yeah. I would want it to be like a virtual reality type of thing where you have to like get in it with the headphones and the goggles. The character just popping out at you.
Catch me not playing that because I'm a little baby who
it would be
scares of
terrifying.
everything. I couldn't even play Skyrim like the normal way because I couldn't get past the bear in the stupid tutorial.
Oh, yeah, that bear.
I couldn't even get to that part. I like startled it and it was coming at me and I'm like, nope, turn it off, turn it off.
Bye.
Katie says, pretty sure it was Pulp Fiction. Another movie I haven't seen and probably won't. Even though I do love Uma Thurman, John Travolta creeps me out. So
That's fair.
yeah.
I wish.
Was it Marta? Marta's made little video games before, but I think they were just like apps. I'm not positive though.
Cool.
Don't quote me on that. Just gonna have Marta do all of our books into video games.
Yeah.
The blue tint of Twilight #1 is why I love Twilight #1.
It's so soothing. I was actually watching it last night in my bed on my Amazon Alexa thing, and
Nice.
it was so good.
I saw a bunch of screenshots of Twilight where someone removed the blue tint, and it just looked so wrong.
Yes.
Wow.
It's like too clear.
Awkward.
It's weird. Another good director for The Wrath King would be Christopher Nolan. He can make it as dark as it needs to be, and man, it would be gorgeously shot. I think Christopher Nolan would be a good match for that. Sasha, for her current work in progress, will want Zach Braff to direct it just because it's angsty teenage stuff, and I love the movie Garden State so much.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Me neither, but Garden State, I'm assuming, is talking about New Jersey, and I have to know everything that happens with New Jersey because I am trash. The rat hath spoken. So I guess I guess that means we have to sprint. So what are we thinking? We are like an hour and a half into this.
Dang. Woo!
So
we
what
did
y'all
say
want to
this
do?
was social hour.
It is social hour. How long we want to go for?
Whatever timer you have pulled up first.
I still have your coffee timer pulled
Okay.
up, so
I
we can do the coffee timer.
was thinking like in the playlist, whatever's like at the top.
At the top is the teeny tiny 5-minute space one.
That's too tiny.
We have
Lexi's voting for 20 or 30.
20 or Lexi.
I mean, I like the idea of the first, not so much the second.
Yeah, we can do a 20. Hold on.
Lexi thinks we're more motivated than we are today.
Yeah, really.
We'll go with 20. Do we want? These are all Laura. Oh, there's a dog one from someone named Frankie. We're gonna go with the dogs because I want
Yes.
to do dogs.
Bumpers.
As I said that, a bunch of dogs started barking outside, and that really scared me.
I like that.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Add to stream. Should make this full screen. See you in 20 minutes. We did it. We made it through another sprint.
Yeah, and also from the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that's-
is Char Char.
That's the fluffiest cat I've ever seen. Wow, my lighting is bad.
I think my dog's coming. She's kind of loud.
Yep, there's a puppers.
Ooh, amazing. We had some people join us, so that was exciting. Sorry, we're like ending soon, but we're chatting for a little bit. How'd y'all spend that 20 minutes?
Played a little bit more Animal Crossing. Then my Switch said it was low battery. So then I started watching some more Critical Role.
Nice.
Very cozy. I started listening to Taylor's version of Red and was hanging out in the chat for a minute. I'm stretching.
I made toast and then I ate said toast.
Nice.
Dad.
Toast.
Oh, food.
I haven't had toast in so long because we don't buy loaves of bread anymore because there's too much bread for us to eat before it goes bad.
Yeah.
I just sell a half a loaf. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, or like a mini loaf.
Yeah. I did more beta reading, and I have 24 pages left, so I'm probably going to finish that up after the stream. So
Yay.
I'll let you know, Caitlin. And then I guess after that, I should probably work on my own story at some point today, but whatever.
Like effort.
Yeah. Laura was napping. A good time.
Very important.
The white cat wrote 331 words.
Yeah.
Katie moved into the bed and played some Hades and finally reunited Patroclus and Achilles. Amazing.
Very cozy.
I love Hades. I want to actually play it, but also I know I don't have the skill for it. Lexi might need a nap.
Naps are good.
150-ish words and ate some soup. Oh,
Nice. What
Soup.
kind of soup?
like how Katie said there was like a TikTok sound of like I'm a garlic girl or something. I'm a soup bitch. That's me. I love soup, guys.
It's soup season too.
Yeah,
I want to
It's
know
soup season.
all of your soups.
I got the weirdest soup from the store a couple of weeks ago. It was called lasagna style soup. First of all, didn't have any noodles in it. It's not like noodles are a weird thing to put in soup. They're pretty common, but there were no noodles, and it was like very spicy.
Spicy.
Like there was sausage in it, which like sometimes lasagna has sausage, but like it was like super spicy sausage, and I'm like, this is not lasagna. This is just weird.
Noodles. You need noodle, cheese,
Yeah.
sauce, sausage, or ground beef, and pasta. Very important.
Mushrooms, olives.
Olives?
I'm down with that.
I don't think I agree, but
I think I agree.
Sasha needs sugar. Agreed. I agree with that. I could go for some sugar. Katie says if I'm going to get through Jess and Miranda streams, I'm going to need a nap. Big mood. Gorgeous girls love soup.
I'm actually planning on making soup today.
Oh, what kind?
Butternut squash and sweet potato.
Oh.
That sounds yummers.
You going to make enough to share with the class? Just send some soup through the Discord?
Yeah.
Email me some soup?
I will.
No. Yeah, definitely show us in the Discord.
Elaine got about 300 words and is now charging her Switch. But then I'm going to forget about it because I don't look in the fridge. I am a flawed human being. I don't open cabinets. We have this like metal rack in the kitchen and all of my food goes on there because if I have to open a door to get to it, I'm not going to remember it's there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm that way with my freezer. If like there are things I'm like, wait, we still have that?
There's a whole bottom of our freezer that is for things to go missing in.
That's fair. What's everyone's favorite soup?
Chicken noodle. or cheesy broccoli.
Honestly, those are both my favorites too.
Yeah.
They're just classics.
Or a good tomato bisque that's homemade. That one's
Yeah.
good.
Like that really
Mine-
flavorful stuff.
Yeah, mine is a chicken gnocchi
Ooh.
with spinach in it, creamy stuff.
I had a soup the other day, and it was turkey with vegetables and wild rice.
Ooh,
Oh, it was so
Ooh.
good.
that was my fave as a kid. The chicken with rice. It was so good.
You know, my partner made gumbo last week. That was
Yummy.
delicious.
Nice.
There used to be this soup restaurant here called Zoop, like ZOUP.
Mm.
And they had the most amazing potato, bacon, and vegetable soup. Because like it was like there's like giant piece of potato and green beans and corn and bacon, and it was so good. And then they closed them down, and I became very sad.
That is
Aw.
sad.
Mhm. Apparently, there's still some in like a few cities down, but it's like I don't drive. I'm not driving far for a Zoop soup.
Lexi had canned soup, southwestern vegetable,
Oh, that still sounds like a good soup.
Mhm.
and her favorite soup is either minestrone or
Ooh.
pozole.
I've never heard of pizzole, but I know
No.
minestrone. That one's bomb.
Yeah. Was it an Amy's? Because she does some damn good soup. I like the Progresso chunky soup, like
Mm-hmm.
the bigger cans.
Yes.
I feel like they're so much better than the normal kind.
Oh heck yeah!
And it was. Elaine's making tortilla soup later today.
Nice.
Everyone, share your soup pics in the Troublemaker Discord server.
We need to
At this
tell
point-
Wallace that we need a food channel.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like I should just have the Troublemaker Discord in my description because I'm just promoting it so much. But like, that's where we all hang out.
Yeah.
Sasha made a big pot last week with Italian sausage. Very nice. Yeah, real tasty. Katie loves a hearty potato soup with bacon and cheese or a
Yup.
creamy crab soup.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I want to live in Maine so bad.
Sasha's favorite is potato leek soup and a good tomato bisque. Laura wants gumbo. I think this was excitement over the tomato bisque. And Elaine also likes potato leek. And so does the white cat. I've never had it, so maybe I'll have to try.
I will never say good things about Tim Hortons' food because Tim Hortons is just awful. But back when they used to not be awful, they had this soup was like a roasted sun-dried tomato soup, and it was the most amazing thing on the planet.
Mm.
And they took it off their menu. Like I think I was like in my third year in at the one I was working at. It was so good.
So pozole is a traditional Mexican soup.
Ooh.
What's in
I
it?
think I've heard of that now that I think about it. I must Google.
If there are, I would love to try a new kind of soup, but if there are peppers in it, I cannot, or I will die. So
Oh no.
Yeah, you would die on this one.
Okay. I just like to make sure. Sometimes I can I know there's peppers in a lot of Mexican food, and like sometimes I can sneak it in like empanadas. I usually eat, and then I'll just take a copious amount of allergy medication and sleep and hope it's fine. But can't do that often. Ask and thou shalt receive. Is this about the soup channel?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
It's a food
you.
channel, but
Apparently, we don't need Wallace.
There's
Yeah, I think
a
they could all do it.
channel and now a food channel just in this stream alone. It's
Yeah,
pretty creative.
this stream is making changes, man.
Making changes.
Never heard of it? Should definitely Google the tortilla soup. Tortilla soup is good.
I want to try making French onion soup. I've never had
too.
it before, but like I watched a TikTok video the other day of someone making it, and it looked delicious.
French
You
onion
can cook those
soup
onions
is
for so
top
long.
notch.
Yep. And apparently, the good one has like red wine. So it's like gotta be a wine drinker because you don't use that much.
Yeah.
And like a whole block of butter or something like that.
There's this there's actually an Irish restaurant in my hometown, and the only 2 times I've been there, I've had French onion soup, which was really good, but I don't think French onion soup is Irish. They also had quesadillas on the menu, and that was also really good. So I've never had any actual Irish food,
Wow.
but the food that I had there was pretty dang good.
We have-
It was good too.
We have an Irish food truck, and they sell like Reubens and potato soup and beef stew.
It's so funny. Made from chilies, pork, and hominy. Okay. Garnished with cabbage, onion, radish, and lime. Sounds interesting. It would be a good death. Yeah, that's fair.
Death by
French
food
onion
for
soup
it.
is good with cheese on top. Yes, you need the
Yup.
extra cheese. Elaine can't eat onions, but has only ever wanted to eat onion soup.
Oh man.
I'll eat some French onion soup in your honor, and you eat something with peppers for me in my honor. Okay, Elaine, we'll get through this together. Isn't it crazy to think that potatoes aren't from Europe? Tomatoes too. Yeah.
Yeah.
French onion soup is all about the accompanying loaf of crust bread for the dipping.
Ooh.
Yup. I agree. All soup. I'm not like the biggest soup by itself eater. I get bored easy. But if I have some bread, it's my dip, and then the soup gets cold enough that it's like I can eat it, and then I just grab more bread or crackers. And all
That's
of it.
what, during the winter, because we sell bagels at work, I always just make a bunch of soups and then I bring it in and I'll just like have a bowl of soup and take a bagel and dip it. It's
Ooh,
10 out of 10.
I need to try that.
I took a class in college, and it was called Food Memoirs, and it was all about memoirs about people who cook.
Mm.
And like they all had recipes in them, and we made recipes from each of them. And one of the people had like a bread recipe, and so to go along with the bread, we made like several different kinds of soup. I swear that was the most delicious meal I've ever had in my life. It was like the big, like giant round loaves of bread that you just rip apart with your hands.
Nice.
And like just like the 10 of us from that class just tearing apart this loaf of bread and dipping it in the various soups. This was pre-COVID. It was an amazing moment.
That sounds nice.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Put peppers in the tortilla soup. Thank you, Elaine. Eat it in my honor. Lexi just ate a whole grilled pepper with soup a minute ago.
Nice.
Living the dream.
Mhm.
It's just a vehicle for bread. I wouldn't say just a vehicle for bread. I think
You can
soup
also-
is good by
there's-
itself.
Bread bowls, though.
I was gonna say,
That's
back
true.
when I was a kid, Tim Hortons did bread bowls, and I would not use it. And I would have the soup beside the bread bowl, and then I would tear it apart. 'Cause that's how
Maybe-
you do it.
Maybe the bread is just the vehicle for the soup. Ever
Right.
think about that, Sasha?
In that case, I used to be so jealous of my parents when we lived in Oklahoma when I was a child because there was a Panera Bread there and they would go without me and then come home and make me little soup bowls out of bread, but it wasn't the same.
I've only ever had Panera once in my life, and it was my senior year of high school, so 6 years ago. And I had to go in late to class, like to school, because in the morning I had a dentist appointment to talk to the dude who was going to be taking my wisdom teeth out the next week. And so I had missed my first couple classes and lunch to make that doctor's appointment. And my parents are like, well, where do you want to go? And I'm like, I don't know, whatever's closest to the doctor's office. And so there was a Panera Bread right next door. So we got Panera for lunch, and it was delicious, and I've never had it since.
I've never had it at all.
I don't think we have them here.
I was so sad because when I moved here, there's no Panera here, and I grew up with it in Vegas, and now I'm so sad. Like the closest one is like a 3-hour drive away.
Wow. That's how mine is. It's like 3 or 4 counties over.
See, I wouldn't be surprised if Toronto has it, because Toronto has everything.
Oh yeah.
And I refuse. But yeah. So many
We got
food
Wawas all over the place around here, and that is something I could not live without now. I love Wawa. We have them in New Jersey, but the closest one to my hometown, because I'm so far north, is like 45 minutes away. But like here, there's like 3 within walking distance. Like, I have become. I'm willing to acknowledge Pennsylvania as a state purely for the frequency of Wawa.
You gotta love something about where you live.
Katie, the cup holders were yesterday. Get with the program.
Today it's soup.
Yes, Violet, we are talking food.
And Violet, it's because we're hungry. We always talk about food because we're always hungry.
And it's appropriate food, not weird food.
This is true.
In the San Diego area, there's no frost. You can overwinter a few of the plants. That's not a word I've ever seen used, but sounds fun. Toronto does have Panera.
I knew it. I knew it. This does not surprise me. This is my shocked face.
And it's like 80 degrees where Lexi is. Snow has been fun, but I miss being able to plant anything at any time.
It's very true.
So we've been going for 2 hours, guys. So we could keep talking food if you want. I feel like 2 hours is usually where things peter out.
Fair. Another hour and a half before my husband gets home so I can have food.
Violet, stop hurting yourself with these gross brownies.
No.
Good food.
You're supposed to treat yourself.
Yeah, it's a no bones day.
34 degrees where Elaine is. I have to see how cold it is here because I'm not going outside to find out.
I guess I should translate.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's apparently 59 where I'm at, so that's not bad.
I think it's 60 today.
Weather check.
My computer froze.
65.
I don't know if I'm here.
It's 60 here. We finally hit 60.
Okay. Am I here?
It is 1 degree Celsius where Violet is. Yes, Crystal, are you okay?
I froze, I think. I think I'm back now though.
Okay, that's good. We were so distracted by checking the weather.
I knew, and my computer was like, no. Like
grilled cheese, Sasha.
Nice.
I have to go to
I
the store
love
for like
cheese.
soup ingredients later. So now
Yeah.
I can't leave because I don't have a car and I'm home alone for the whole weekend. Well, I also don't drive, but like I technically have my license, so if I had a car, I could drive, but I haven't driven in 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah, I got my license, then haven't driven since.
Well, I mean, it happens. At least you have it for an emergency.
yeah.
It's also cold.
it is
the white
40.
happens.
Yeah, 9 Celsius is 48 Fahrenheit. So it's 48 here.
Chilly.
It's a little chilly. I'm getting there.
No wonder you were cold.
It was, I think it was like up to 12, which I think is like 52. Something like that. But now the sun's going away.
Lexi. Great. Would you lovely people like to outroduce yourself? Because we did have some new faces here, so maybe not everyone knows all of us.
Sure. I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a variety of content ranging from writing videos, D&D stuff, let's face it, that's never going to happen, and gameplay, probably the same thing. And I'm currently writing a thing that's in betas right now. I'm a barely functioning human being. Videos show up eventually. Not this week, 'cause screw it. But that's me.
I am a Ghoul Creates on YouTube and just about everywhere else. And I post vlogs on Sundays, and then like maybe there'll be an extra video on some Wednesdays. And I paint and write.
And I'm Caitlin Ash. My channel is A Barista's Writing Journey, and currently I am doing live streams every Tuesday with various friends at various times until the end of NaNoWriMo. and I am kind of vlogging Nano, kind of.
I am your host, Danny. You are on my channel. I post videos every Friday and kind of every other Tuesday. And I will be streaming 2 more times over the next 2 days. Tomorrow I will have Katie Ann and Violet on my channel. So the same time, 2 p.m. Eastern. I am also hosting, along with Crystal and a couple of other friends, the Vox Machinathon in December, which is a readathon inspired by Critical Role. You don't have to be into Critical Role to join. If you just want to read books and hang out with us, that's totally fine. So check that out. There's a video on my channel. Yeah, I think that's everything. End on Lexi sunbathing while the rest of us are all shivering.
Sun in our honor. Let's face
Live
it, all set
long
on
and
fire.
eat soup, y'all. Yeah. So thank you